The next step is going to be navigating to where we want our project to be stored. And once we're at that location, we're going to create a new folder using the command mkdir. And we're going to give our folder a name. In our case, we're going to give it server. And we're going to move into that folder using the cd command. Once we're inside our server folder, we're going to run the command npm init. This is going to initialize our node project. In the initialization process, we're going to be asked to enter a package name. We can use the default by pressing enter. For the version, we're going to use the default. Again, we're going to press enter. For the description, we can leave it empty. And for the entry point, the default is going to be index.js. We need to keep note of this file name because we're going to create it later on. And for the test command, we're going to leave it empty. Git repository, we're going to leave it empty. Keywords, we're going to leave it empty. And for the author, you can put in your name or you can leave it empty. And finally, once we've chosen a license, our node project is going to be initialized. It's going to ask us to verify the details we've entered so far, and we're going to press enter. Now, if we look at our file structure, we can see that inside the server folder, there's a new file that has been created called package.json, and we can open up this file. So this file is going to store different informations about our project. Some of the key concepts we're going to be looking at in this file is the scripts key. This is where we define shortcuts for different commands. And once we start installing external packages, we're also going to have a dependencies key, which is going to store all the dependencies of our project. Back in the terminal, we're going to install the external packages that we're going to use. And the command to install a package is npm install. And we can give it a series of external packages that we want to install. In our project, we're going to use Express, Mongoose, Dotenv, and course. We're going to look at each package in more depth, but to give you an overview, we're going to be using the Express package to set up our server. We're going to be using Mongoose to connect to our database and to communicate with our database. We're going to use .env to store private information. And we're going to use the cores package to allow our server to be accessed from different IPs. Once we've entered our command, we can press enter. Now the installation might take some time. Once the installation is done, if we go back to our package.json file, we can see that a new key has been added, which is dependencies. And this is going to store all our external dependencies together with their version.